You wake up, half dead, barely holding on to the remnants of yesterday's failure. You've let your excuses pile up like broken promises, and today feels just like yesterday. An endless cycle of mediocrity. You think you're too tired, too beaten down, too scarred to even try. But that's where you're wrong. That's exactly where you've been stuck for too long. That mindset, the one that keeps you comfortable in your chains, the one that tells you, maybe tomorrow, or I'll start again next week. That mindset is your enemy, and I'm here to destroy it. Look, the world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your pain. It doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care about how unfair life has been to you. Nobody cares. And that's the coldest truth you're ever going to hear. Life isn't here to pamper you. The world doesn't give a damn if you're ready or not. It doesn't ask if you're comfortable. It just takes what it wants. And if you're too weak to fight, it will crush you under its boot without a second thought. You didn't even try to win. That's the hardest pill to swallow. You showed up for life, but only in the most half-hearted way possible. You did enough to scrape by, and you thought that was enough. But you were wrong. You've been staring death in the face every day, and you haven't even thrown a punch. That's on you. No one else. You've been too busy waiting for the stars to align, for some miraculous shift to pull you out of the pit of mediocrity. Here's the hard truth you need to accept. If you're waiting for a sign, you're already too late. You should have been the sign. You should have been the one to take control to make it happen. But instead you've been waiting. And what have you got to show for it? Nothing. You want to talk about struggle? Fine. But let's be clear. Struggle doesn't build character if you're not willing to take it head on. The battles you faced, the wars you fought in your head, those don't count if you don't use them to fuel your rise. You've been sitting in the dark complaining about the lack of light, when you could have been lighting your own damn fire. You've sat on the sidelines of your own life thinking it's okay to be passive, to hope that someone else will come along and make it all better. And when things don't go your way, you sulk, you cry, you make excuses, you say, it's too hard, it's too much, I don't have the resources. Well, how many more times are you going to repeat that lie? Do you think the world gives a damn about your comfort? No, the world only cares about winners. And right now, you're not a winner. You're a participant who never showed up. You've been scared to get your hands dirty, afraid to fail, afraid to face the truth that you haven't even tried to win. If you want to get out of the rut you're stuck in, if you want to break free from the shackles of your own doubt and weakness, then the first thing you need to do is stop lying to yourself. You think you've been trying, but you haven't. You've been coasting, letting life pass you by while you've been waiting for some miracle to drop into your lap. The only miracle that's going to save you is action. If you want to win, if you want to break through that wall, you have to attack. You have to fight with everything you've got, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Because if you keep waiting, if you keep hoping that things will magically align, then you've already lost. So stop hiding behind your excuses. Stop pretending that you've given it your all when deep down you know you haven't. No more waiting, no more hoping. It's time to fight. You've been crowned, but you don't even know it yet. You're walking around with untapped potential, surrounded by your weaknesses, wrapped in the blanket of self-doubt, but still, God crowned you. You think you've been crushed, you think you've been beaten, but God's plans don't stop for you. And here's the truth no one will tell you. He's waiting for you to rise. He's already equipped you with everything you need to conquer. You've got the power, the strength, the mindset, everything. You've been given the weapon, but you've been too scared to pull the trigger. Now it's time. But don't expect it to be easy. Don't expect a smooth ride. The road to greatness is lined with blood, sweat, and tears. It's a battlefield. And if you don't enter the fight with the mentality of a warrior, then you'll be trampled under the weight of your own insecurities. This is war. It's time to stop talking about winning and start fighting for it. You didn't even try to win, but still, God crowned you. Now it's time to accept that crown. But it's not going to be handed to you. You have to take it. And the first step is to stop waiting. The question isn't, can you win? The question is, will you fight? You've been lying to yourself. Admit it. You've told yourself stories that kept you safe in your mediocrity. You've built walls around your mind, walls made of self-deception, and every excuse you've made has been another brick in that wall. And you've believed those lies because it's easier to believe them than to face the cold truth. You're afraid. You're scared of what might happen if you actually gave it your all. So you tell yourself these lies to give yourself permission to stay comfortable, to stay stuck in the prison you built for yourself. You tell yourself things like, it's not the right time. You say, I'm too young, or I'm too old, or I don't have the right connections. You convince yourself that success is for someone else, someone smarter, someone luckier, someone more capable. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, as if tomorrow is going to be any different than today. But let me hit you with this. Truth. Tomorrow doesn't give a damn about your excuses. Tomorrow is a lie. Every time you push something off, you delay your destiny. And when you look back, you'll realize that you've been wasting time, precious time, on a lie. The lie that you're not ready. The lie that you need more time to prepare. The lie that someone else is going to hand you success on a silver platter. Stop hiding behind those lies, because the truth is you've been hiding. Hiding from greatness, hiding from the pain, hiding from the grind. You've convinced yourself that the only thing standing in your way is some external circumstance, when the only thing stopping you is the weak, fragile person you've allowed yourself to become. You're lying to yourself about the real enemy. The real enemy is you. Every time you say, I'll wait until the time is right, you're making a deal with your own failure. That's a lie. The time will never be right. The conditions will never be perfect. If you wait for perfect conditions, you'll be waiting forever. And in the meantime, life is moving on. People are out there fighting, grinding, pushing through obstacles while you sit around waiting for the right moment, which, newsflash, never comes. Let me tell you the real reason why you haven't succeeded. You're addicted to comfort. You've been playing it safe for so long that the very thought of stepping outside of your comfort zone feels like a death sentence. But guess what? Comfort is your enemy. Comfort is the chains that bind you. Comfort is what keeps you from achieving greatness. It's easier to sit on the sidelines and watch other people go after what they want. It's easier to scroll through Instagram, see someone else's success, and tell yourself, that's not for me. But deep down, you know that's a lie. You know it's possible. You know that success is within your reach. But you won't go after it. And why? Because it's going to require something from you. It's going to demand your blood, your sweat, your tears. And you're too comfortable to give that up. So you lie to yourself and say, maybe I'm not cut out for this. You tell yourself, maybe I don't deserve it. You say, I'll never be able to make it because of my circumstances, because of where I come from, because of the hand I was dealt. You've let your circumstances dictate your future. You've let them define you. But listen up. Your circumstances don't define you. You define you. The real lie you've been telling yourself is that you have to have everything figured out before you start. You don't need a plan that covers every detail. You don't need to wait for everything to fall into place. You just need to take the first step, and then the next and the next. I know the fear you feel. I know the doubt that holds you back. But that fear is the voice of weakness talking. That's the voice telling you to stay small, to stay hidden, to stay where it's safe. But it's a lie. And if you keep listening to that voice, you'll never know what it feels like to truly live. You'll never know the satisfaction of pushing past your limits, of achieving something that once seemed impossible. You'll never know the power of facing down your fears and conquering them. Here's the truth. The people who succeed are the ones who refuse to listen to that voice. The ones who refuse to let fear control them. The ones who say, "I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway." The ones who take action, even when the odds are stacked against them. The ones who stop waiting for the perfect moment and create that moment for themselves. You've been told that failure is something to avoid, that it's something to fear. But let me tell you something. Failure is not your enemy. Failure is your teacher. It's the price you pay for success. It's the fire that forges you into something stronger, sharper, better. Without failure, there is no growth. Without failure, there is no strength. So stop running from it. Stop fearing it. Embrace it. You've been telling yourself lies about what you can't do. You've been telling yourself that it's too late or that you don't have what it takes. But those are just lies to keep you in your place. Those are the lies that let you off the hook, that keep you stuck in your comfort zone, that make you feel like it's okay to keep doing nothing. But it's not okay. The real truth is that you don't have to be perfect to win. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be a genius or a superhero or a born leader. What you need is the will to fight. What you need is the ability to show up every damn day and do the work, even when it hurts, even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it. The moment you stop lying to yourself is the moment everything changes. The moment you admit that you've been the one holding you back. That's when the power shifts. That's when the world starts to bend to your will. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. The only permission you need is your own. The only moment that matters is the one where you decide to take action. The lie you've been believing is that you can't have it, that it's not meant for you, that you're not enough. Well, guess what? You are enough. You've always been enough. You just need to stop lying to yourself and start believing in the truth. Let's cut through the bullshit and get to the core of this. The truth you've been avoiding, the truth you don't want to hear but desperately need to understand is this. You are the problem. All your excuses, all your complaints, all the things you blame for your failure, they don't mean a damn thing. The only thing standing between you and your potential is you. You want success? You want victory? You want to be great? Then you need to stop making excuses. The world doesn't care about your reasons for not making it. It doesn't care about your sob story. It doesn't care about your past. The world only cares about results. Period. It doesn't matter how many times you tell yourself that you didn't have the opportunities or that you weren't born with the right skills. The world doesn't care about your pity party. The only thing the world cares about is what you do with the time you have. And right now you're wasting it. You're wasting it by sitting around thinking that things will just magically happen. You're wasting it by letting fear paralyze you. You're wasting it by letting people talk you out of your dreams. You're wasting it by staying in that comfort zone you've been so damn comfortable in, all while life is passing you by. The truth is this: you've been playing small. You've been playing safe. You've been telling yourself that you don't have what it takes, that you're not ready, that you need more time to figure things out. But guess what? There is no more time. Every second you spend doubting yourself is a second you'll never get back. Every time you hesitate, every time you procrastinate, you're losing. You're losing the game of life. What does that mean? It means that you've been letting fear control you. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. But here's the raw truth: failure is not the enemy. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the thing that's holding you back, that's stopping you from going after what you really want. Fear is the thing that makes you freeze up when you need to take action, that makes you think twice when you should be leaping forward. Fear is the most dangerous thing you'll ever face because it's all in your mind. It's not real. It's just a story you tell yourself. And every time you listen to it, you're allowing it to dictate your actions, to control your decisions, to keep you stuck in place. But here's the thing. Fear is a liar. It's a lie designed to keep you weak, to keep you from growing. You don't need to listen to fear. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You need to act now. You need to take the next step, even if you don't know where it will lead. You need to stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment doesn't exist, it's a fantasy. The truth is, the only moment you have is right now. And if you waste it, you'll never get it back. But you're not just wasting time. You're wasting your potential. You've got so much untapped power within you. So much raw, unrefined talent waiting to be unleashed. But you've been too damn scared to use it. You've been too scared to step into the person you're meant to be, because you're worried about what other people will think, or what will happen if you fail. You're worried about the wrong things. You're worried about looking stupid, about making mistakes, about failing. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the end of the road, it's the beginning. Failure is where growth happens. Failure is what shapes you, what builds your character. Without failure, there is no success. Without failure, there is no progress. But you're not going to grow if you keep running from failure. You're not going to become the person you're meant to be if you keep playing it safe. The truth is, you've been running from discomfort. You've been avoiding anything that makes you feel uneasy, anything that challenges you. But discomfort is your best friend. It's the only thing that will force you to grow, that will force you to evolve, that will push you toward greatness. So why are you still running from it? Why are you still avoiding the pain, the struggle, the hustle? Because it's easier. It's easier to stay in the comfort of your mediocrity, to stay in the safety of your little bubble. But guess what? That comfort is killing you. It's suffocating your potential. It's making you weak. And the more you stay comfortable, the more you'll watch your dreams slip away. You're letting life pass you by. You're letting the years slip through your fingers. And you think you have time. You think there's plenty of time to figure it out, but here's the truth. Time is the one thing you can never get back. Every second you waste is gone forever. And one day, when you look back, you're going to realize that all those moments you thought you had to figure it out were wasted. You're going to realize that you had the power all along, but you didn't use it. You're going to realize that you were the one holding yourself back. Let's get this straight. You are responsible for your life. You are the one who controls your future. No one else is going to do the work for you. No one is going to hand you success, it's on you. The raw truth is that success doesn't care about your circumstances. It doesn't care about your background. It doesn't care about your past mistakes. Success only cares about one thing. Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to fight for what you want? Are you willing to get up every single day and give it everything you've got, even when you don't feel like it? Are you willing to break through every barrier, every obstacle, every challenge that gets in your way? Because that's what it takes. And if you're not willing to do that, then get ready for the harsh truth. You will never have what you want. You will never see your dreams come to life. You will never reach your full potential. The only thing that's standing in your way right now is your own complacency, your own reluctance to take action, your own unwillingness to face the truth. But I'm not here to let you off the hook. I'm here to force you to face it. The truth is simple. If you don't start now, you'll never start. If you don't make the decision today, you'll keep telling yourself that you'll do it tomorrow, until tomorrow is gone, and all that's left is regret. Let's talk about consequences, because that's the reality you're facing right now. Every decision you make, every action, or lack thereof, has consequences. And right now, If you're not taking action, if you're still playing small, the consequences are already setting in. You're losing. You're losing precious time, you're losing your future, and you're losing the one thing that can't be replaced, your potential. Don't fool yourself into thinking that nothing happens when you do nothing. Something is happening. It's not that the universe is giving you a free pass because you need more time. No, what's really happening is you're falling behind. You're giving up your edge. You're giving other people the chance to take your place. And while you sit on the sidelines, they're out there pushing, grinding, doing what it takes. They're eating up the opportunities you should have taken. They're building the future you could have had. But guess what? They're not going to stop. They're not waiting for you to catch up. The world keeps moving. It doesn't care if you're stuck. It doesn't care if you're too afraid to try. The world will leave you behind. And the longer you wait, the further you fall. Here's the thing about weakness. It's like a chain around your neck, slowly tightening with every excuse, with every day you decide not to act. Weakness is progressive. It doesn't just stay where it is. The longer you stay weak, the weaker you become. The longer you let fear control you, the more it owns you. And then one day you wake up and realize that you've been a slave to your own mind. You've been letting yourself rot in the comfort of mediocrity, waiting for things to change without lifting a finger. But here's the truth. Life doesn't change until you do. And that change doesn't happen with small gestures. It happens with decisive action. It happens when you stop tiptoeing around your fears and step directly into the fire. It happens when you look at everything you want, everything you desire, and say, I'm going to get it. No excuses, no hesitation. But if you don't do that, here's the price you'll pay. First, you'll pay with lost time. It sounds simple, but time is the one thing you can never get back. You think you have time to fix things later, but you don't. Every day you waste, every second you hesitate, you're losing. The clock doesn't stop ticking for you. Every moment you delay makes your mountain of regret grow bigger. And when you finally decide to climb that mountain, you'll realize it's too late to catch up. Then, you'll pay with failure to reach your potential. You can keep saying that you're working on it, or that you're almost there. But almost there is a lie. Either you're all in or you're wasting time. Either you take full responsibility for your success or you're settling for an existence of failure. The truth is this: potential is not a guarantee. It doesn't come with a free pass for just showing up. You need to work for it, you need to seize it, too. And if you let weakness control you, you'll never access that full potential. It will slip through your fingers like sand. And here's the worst part. You'll never get to experience the satisfaction of knowing that you gave everything you had. That's the consequence of living weak. You'll never know what it feels like to fight through every challenge, to break through every wall, to win. You'll never know that rush, that feeling of power, of proving everyone wrong, of finally becoming the person you knew you could be. But let's go even deeper. The consequence of weakness isn't just about missing out on your own dreams. It affects everyone around you. Every person who believes in you, every friend, every family member, every mentor. When you fail to step up, you're letting them down too. They might not say it, but they're watching you. And they're waiting for you to break through. They're waiting for you to show them that it's possible. But when you don't do it, you're not just robbing yourself. You're robbing them. Think about it. There are people out there who need your story. People who need to see that you went from nothing to something. They need to see that you were broken, but you fought, you pushed through, and you made it. Your victory could be their lifeline. But if you choose weakness, if you choose comfort, you'll never inspire them. You'll never give them the hope they need to keep going. Let's not sugarcoat this. The consequences of weakness are devastating. The longer you stay weak, the more you feed the habits that will destroy you. And when you finally wake up, when You finally see the damage you've done. It may be too late. You'll never get that time back. You'll never get that moment of glory. So what's the solution? What's the answer to all of this? The answer is simple. You need to make a decision. Right here, right now. No more excuses. No more waiting. You need to decide that you're done being weak. You need to decide that from this point forward, you are no longer going to let fear, doubt, or complacency hold you back. You need to decide that the cost of weakness is too high and that you are ready to pay the price of action. You don't have the luxury of time. You don't have the luxury of playing small anymore. The cost is too high. The consequence is too great. If you don't change now, you'll wake up one day and realize that your future slipped away because you were too scared to take action. But here's the beauty of it. It's not too late. The moment you make the decision to act, everything changes. The moment you decide that weakness is no longer an option, you start moving toward greatness. And yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will be uncomfortable, but that's the price of greatness. That's the price of winning. Enough with the excuses. Enough with the hesitation. Enough with the self-pity and the self-doubt. It's time to rise. You've seen the consequences of staying weak. You've seen what happens when you keep playing the victim. Now it's time to turn the page. Now it's time to take action. Here's the reality. You can't wait for motivation to come to you. It's not going to magically appear. You can't sit around hoping that things will get better. You can't sit back and pray that the universe will give you a break. The universe doesn't care. The world doesn't care about your struggles, your pain, or your excuses. But what the world respects is action. What the world responds to is power. So get up. Rise up from the ashes of your weakness. Rise up from the pile of excuses and failure. You've been lying to yourself long enough, and now it's time to prove it to the world. Prove it to yourself. You are not weak. You never were. The problem wasn't you. It was the lies you believed. The lies that told you that you couldn't make it. The lies that told you that you weren't good enough. But now you see the truth. You see it. The world is not holding you back. You are. But guess what? That doesn't matter anymore. You're done with those lies. You're done with those self-imposed limits. You're done letting your own fear and doubt control you. You're not going to wait for permission. You're going to take control now. You're going to push past every obstacle, every fear, every piece of resistance. You are a force of nature. And once you realize that, nothing will be able to stop you. Look at yourself in the mirror right now. Who do you see? Do you see a person who is broken, weak, and defeated? Or do you see a person who has the power to overcome everything in front of them? Do you see someone who is ready to fight for their future? Who is ready to take on the world and claim their place? Because that person is you. The person you've been waiting for to step up, to take control, to fight, is already inside you. But here's the thing. You have to make the decision. The moment you decide to rise, the moment you decide to take action, you will start seeing change. It won't be instant, it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to have all the answers. All you need is the decision. The decision that you are done being weak, done being complacent, done letting the world pass you by. And once you make that decision, nothing will ever be the same. When you rise, the world will notice. It will feel your power. It will see you fight for every inch, for every second, for every ounce of your potential. People will watch you as you break down every barrier. They'll watch as you rise from the wreckage and build something stronger, something more powerful, something unbreakable. And when they watch you, they'll see the truth, that you are capable of more than they ever imagined. But don't do it for them. Don't rise for the praise or the applause. Don't rise to prove a point. Rise for yourself. Rise because you know deep down that you are capable of greatness. Rise because you've had enough of being small, of being insignificant, of playing by the rules that others have set for you. You are your own standard now. So now the question is, what will you do with this? Will you stand back, fold your arms, and watch as the world moves on without you? Or will you take charge? Will you step forward into the fire, face every fear, and tear through every obstacle that stands in your way? Because if you're still waiting for things to change on their own, you've missed the point. Change only comes through relentless action. It comes through the fire. It comes through the battles, through the pain, through the struggle. But here's the truth. You're ready for it. You've been waiting for the moment, for the opportunity, for the perfect time. But the perfect time never comes. The only perfect time is now, right now, this moment. You can sit there, stuck in your comfort zone, or you can make the choice to step out and become the person you were meant to be. And I'm telling you right now, you were not meant to be weak. You were not meant to be a spectator in your own life. You were born to fight, born to rise, born to conquer. You were born to be a force, to change the world, to make your mark. But it all starts with you. It starts with the choice. It starts with the decision that enough is enough. And you're no longer willing to let fear, doubt, or weakness control you. You're done playing small. You're done sitting in the back seat. You're done watching others take what was meant for you. This is your moment to rise, your moment to change, your moment to take what is rightfully yours. And when you step into that power, there's no turning back. You will burn with a fire that no one can put out. You will break down every barrier in front of you, and you will win, because that's what you were born to do. You were born to rise. This is it, the final moment. You've walked through the fire, faced your demons, and broken down the walls that once held you back. But now I need you to understand one thing: it doesn't stop here. The rise was only the beginning. The battle is far from over. But that's exactly what you've been waiting for, isn't it? You didn't come this far to stop now. You came for more, you came for greatness, and now you claim it. You've won the first battle. You fought through the lies, through the weak mindset, through the obstacles that tried to take you down. And now you're standing on the other side, stronger, sharper, more dangerous than ever before. But this isn't the end. The world doesn't care about your rise unless you prove it. It doesn't care about your journey unless you make them see it. You can't sit back now and wait for the recognition to come. It won't. You have to go out and grab it with both hands. You have to make it impossible for them to ignore you. You have to make them respect you. You're not done. You're just getting started. You've ignited the fire within you, but that fire must burn until there's nothing left. Until the ashes of your past self are scattered in the wind, and only the true, powerful version of you remains. The weak version of you is dead. You killed it with your decisions. You killed it with your actions. And now only the warrior stands. But there's one more thing you need to understand before you take your final step forward. The world will fight back. People will try to pull you back into the depths of your old self. They will doubt you. They will talk behind your back. They will mock you for daring to rise higher than them. But here's the truth. None of that matters. You are your own force now. The world doesn't dictate your worth. You do. So what's the command now? What's the next step? It's simple. Move forward. Relentlessly. Don't let the noise drown you out. Don't let the doubters slow you down. Move forward with purpose, with strength, with power. Every day you make the choice. You choose to fight. You choose to rise. You choose to be better than yesterday. Every single day. There will be no more waiting for the perfect moment. There will be no more hesitation. There will only be action. Every single moment you are either moving forward or falling behind. There's no in between. So what will it be? Will you go back to the way things were? Will you allow the world to defeat you? Or will you rise again and again until there's nothing left to conquer? I'll tell you this right now. The fight never ends. There will always be another challenge, another enemy, another test. But you will always be ready. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your future, and that future is unstoppable. Now is the time. Move forward. Your journey is far from over, but I'm not here to hold your hand anymore. You know what you need to do. You know how to win, so go, fight, conquer, and don't stop until you've claimed everything you were meant to take. Because you were born to win, and now you will. The world is yours.